Okay, hopefully that should have resolved the issue. I'm hoping it has. If you have joined me, thank you again for sticking by me. As I say, very, very late notice. And I've come in and just tried to jump in. You should have chat, should be on now. Yes, it is. The chat is up and running. So much love to you as well. Thank you so much again. Right, so we are here for the PEC in 4-hour endurance of Road Atlanta. Okay, so there we go. 4 hours of Road Atlanta. We've currently got about 1 hour 50 on the clock. We've still got about 2 hours 10 left. And today's event is obviously sponsored by Apex Tech Racing Supply, here for all your sim racing needs as well. So please head over to Apex Tech Racing Supply, and you can get all your racing and SimRig needs. So they are our official sponsor for today's event. So that would be absolutely incredible if you can head over there as well. So we're trying to see what we can do. And there we go. Right, so back to the racing. So what's the current state of affairs? Well, obviously, by what I can gather at this moment in time, we have got Loose Screw Racing out in front, 39 seconds over 5:05. Endurance Racing in the LMP2s, DCW Racing, PEC in 1 lap down, Digital Spirit DS Racing 1 lap down, DLR Rotary Industry Orange is 1 lap down, Platinum Racing Team LMP2, Trackside Esports Endurance LMP2, DLR Rotary Industrial White 2 laps down as well. Now in the GDT, BGZ Motorsports are currently leading the way, and they are being driven by Pablo Arugio there as well. And there is Pablo. Nice photo, Pablo. Looking very dapper, got to be honest. Well done for you. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at your driving skills rather than your car skills. So there we go. Hope everybody is having a good time as well. So thank you so much, Pablo Arugio from PGZ Motorsport 119 out in front. There's a gap of about 19 seconds to the guys behind it as well. I'm just going to adjust some things in this SDK file, so just bear with me, and I will try and get it all sorted out. As I say, it's trying to sort out as best as I can, because at the end of the day, it was very, very late. Hey James, can you help me out? So yeah, there we go. Pablo Arugio from PGZ is chasing down Fran Parada from Euromaster Esports behind him. They've got about a 19-second gap currently at the moment from Jeffrey Commel from Reader Racing, who is a further 49 seconds back from them as well. So it looks like there's been a good fair few incidents. Dennis Choi has been involved into a little bit of battles as well. He's been off around in track and 5:05 endurance. Now, I'm probably guessing this is not going to be anything serious from Dennis Choi as he locks up and just goes straight over. That is the tricky turn 5 at the base of the hill there as well. So unfortunately for Dennis, he's taken a little bit of an excursion off the track. So it's been coming down now. So there we go. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Saturday. Please come and chat to me, because, you know, I am here. Welcome in. Thank you so much. And let's see what we can do here and see if we can pick this up. Hopefully as well, we'll see what happens. There's people currently in the pit, so we'll get into the flow of it when I can realise where everybody else is within this standing, so I can actually start picking apart what has actually happened in this race so far. So if anybody's got any updates that you think, oh, actually, James should know that, please give me a shout and let me know, because obviously I will try and come in solo, try and get this broadcast up and running. So please let me know if there's any updates that I've missed as well. So now Ricardo Ferreira is out in front. There's a little bit of road between Richard Simnar from the DCW guys as well. Probably guessing that my should have done that first, James. Trading Paints is not updated, unfortunately, which is a little bit frustrating. So my Trading Paints is just currently updated as well. So we'll be able to see the correct paints on the cars there as in this track. Don't forget there are a lot of cars in here as well. So Richard Sidnar from DCW Racing, Pedro Vargas in Digital Spirit, RDS Racing right behind him as well. Now obviously the problem is obviously when you're chasing down the leader who is nearly 150, 125 ahead of you, you've got to try and work together, and at the moment the DCW guys have got to try and work together. So that is at the hands of Richard Sidnar there as well. So let's give you up the drivers' names at the moment as well, first and last, so you can see who is currently behind the wheel. So as you say, Richard Simnar is behind the wheel currently at the moment. Pedro Vargas is in second place, in third place. Fourth place, sorry, chasing down Digital Spirit DS Racing. So there we go. So that everybody's trying to kick in. So just bear with me while the everything sorts itself out as well. So yeah, just bear with, and I will get this sorted out and resolved. I promise you, we will get this done and dusted when I can get this all up and running properly. As I say, it's quite a short notice, so I promise we will get there. Just bear with us. And let's see what we can get up going on here as well. Can we bring in the car? Possibly not. Possibly not without me trying to do something else, and while I'm live I really don't want to be doing that anyway. So Richard Sibnall being chased down by Pedro Vargas from Digital Spirit DS Racing, and then we've got Sebastian Hukra from DLL Rotary is being chased by Kevin Hugemans, Trackside Esports Endurance there as well. So they've been giving him a good old chase down. He's about 0.5 seconds back. So we're going to have to try and keep an eye on this one and how this one all pans out and see what we can do along the endurance. Don't forget, it is an endurance, guys, so you know there's nothing to be sniffed at. You know, they've got a long old time, and at the end of the day, they've got you know, pit stops in the middle. There's driver swaps they've got to try and do as well, and it's all a bit jarring. Paddy Folker, howdy, how are you, young sir? Please fill me in, Paddy. I've jumped in last minute. Help me out. Have I missed anything in particular? Or is everybody still where they should be? How is DCW a lap down? Were they involved in some fracas earlier on? But the hands of Richard Sibnall now is currently a lap down. How are they a lap down? Fill me in, Paddy. Fill me in. Tell me and say, James, they're a lap down because of... And I know you're going to do that, Paddy, because you're absolutely lovely. So Paddy Faulkner there is going to come and give me an update of what's going on. But if you are here, guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bells for notifications, and don't give the video a big old thumbs up as we can see Sebastian Hukra go off as he goes around turn one. As he's coming up to the tricky left and right, still off the grass currently at the moment, and is down in 6th place. Pepper Kirstens has also been involved in his own little incident as well, and they've had a mixture of incidents as he's going into the pits. So he hasn't actually crashed, he's gone into the pits. So there we go. I think that's just pit stops, not their usual mess ups. Okay, mate, just so I know, that would be absolutely you know, great. They haven't managed to take each other out, so I'm quite pleased about that, Paddy, which is always good. The DCW boys do have a you know, tendency to, how can I put it, Paddy, be a little bit over-exuberant with the racing. Is that the best way to put it? I think that's the best way to put it. I think. Can be a little bit exuberant with the racing. So there we go. So these will be, you know, hopefully they'll manage to keep each other out of... Well, they can't smash into each other if you're in your own team, surely. Can you, Paddy? Can you? Shouldn't be able to. Shouldn't be able to whatsoever. Hard to do with that in the same car, but we'll try. Yeah, give it a go. Sebastian Hukra is in the pits now. Ben Dutton, Marston Piers, and Sebastian Hukra in the pit as well. Jean-Paul Seaman from DLR Rotary Industry is still out on the track currently at the moment as well. So there you go. They were going to be pulling it in at the same time and driving all the way down the tricky turn after turn 5. It's a straight into 6, double right-hander. We go through 6, and then we go through 7, and then we go on that long run around the down the long straight down into the tricky turn at 10 and 11. Believe it or not, there's only 14 corners on this circuit. Nothing really major to worry about. So hopefully these guys should be all A-okay and not have to worry about crashing into anybody. And touch wood, we will survive. We will survive, says everybody in the chat. So there we go. Ben Dutton is currently in 4th place. He is going round turn 7 on this run through 8, 9, 10 and down into 11. Believe it or not, there's 4 corners on that straight. And I don't necessarily believe there was actually 4 corners as well. So it's more along lines of a little bit of squiggers. So there we go. But 4 corners on the straight, and we will try and keep you up to date with everything that's been going on throughout this race so far. Now, apologies for the previous issues. Obviously, poor Dan couldn't help a good his computer going, crashing either. So poor Dan now is it's a little bit of a sad thing that's happened, unfortunately, for them. And hopefully he'll be back up and running and be able to bring you all the action from the next round. Jeffrey Kommel is currently in the pits. Pedro Valencia is in the pits as well. Pascal Austin from Austrian Sim Racers Cyan is in the pits currently at the same time. You can see the gaps on the left-hand side. I think it's better than me bringing you the gaps and intervals, because otherwise you'll have intervals all over the place. And it would just go a little bit wrong. So we're just going to try and, you know, bring you the gaps if we can. We're also not going to use the multi-car team function, obviously, because it clearly worked Faulkner people out. He needs Faulkner PCs. I need Faulkner PCs, Paddy, as well. Hit me up with a DM. I need Faulkner PCs. I've just had to buy a new graphics card, Paddy. I bought a 3070. I won't tell you how much it cost me, but it was a pretty penny. Ben Dutton 505 in endurance, currently in second place. Hugo Prono from Loose Screw Racing is now in first place. He's driving along. They are currently, well, it's got a 201 gap, so pretty much they're close to near enough lapping near enough everyone. Where are they on chat? They're around the top part. The Ben Dutton in 505 endurance is around the bottom. PM me and we can sort of stuff out. Oh, Paddy, check you out. Ooh, suits you, sir. Me and Paddy are going to go and get involved in a little bit of a DM conversation about whether or not Paddy's going to build me a new PC completely free and just for advertising. That's what you said, Paddy, didn't you? Bit of advertising? Just bear, guys. I'm trying to make a little few adjustments here as well. I've got things completely in the wrong place, and you know, I've not used this overlay for a very long time, and clearly did not have time to set this up. So I am trying to get everything going up and running at the same time. So Paddy Faulkner is kindly offered JBB Broadcasting a new computer, which he said he will deliver at the end of the broadcast completely free. All he needs is some advertising. Now, I think that's absolutely amazing from Paddy. So a big shout out to our very own Paddy Faulkner there. Much love, Paddy. Or just send me a DM and tell me how much it's going to cost me. You know what I mean? Which one do you reckon, Pad? Do you reckon I'll get it for free if I just give you advertising? No. Hey, it's worth a go, isn't it? I like to consider it's worth a good old chat. Worth a try. Right, I'm just shuffling some things around. I want to get the weather into the right place, and it's really driving me crazy. Right. There we go. There he is. Good job. Right, trade prices and free installation. Oh, Paddy Faulkner. Now you're talking my language there, sweet cheeks. Trade prices and free installation. Oh, Paddy, that's like pillow talk at this time of the morning, I tell you. You know what I mean? We're in the afternoon, 2:10. I've just come back from my son's football game. Boy, oh boy, that was very, very frustrating. There was nothing worse than, how can I put it? Some people being a little bit defiant with the rules. You know what I mean? So Jean-Paul Seaman now is currently chasing down Richard Jett from DCW. And these guys are pretty much tied up within this specific. Look at this battle. They're literally about 3 tenths back at the moment. I'm going to chase down into the GTs very, very shortly, because there's a battle materialising. Manuel Bubbers is a lot in a battle for Mad Sim Sport 111 as well. So we're going to go and have a look down on that. We've got 2 hours remaining on this clock. Oh, Simnar. That's it. DLR Rotary are through on the DCW guys as well. Paddy's lost a position. LMP 20099. Huh? FTR Reds, help me out here. What we're talking about, bud? I've got this something. No, I don't think I have. Have I? GT3 Pro #100 to 299. Dude, you're like speaking in code. It's really confusing me. That's a no. Is that the positional numbers? Is that what you're telling me? The numbers are up between that area. They're AMs and pros. LMP2 00 to 99. Got ya. GT3 pros. I needed to write this down actually because otherwise I'm going to get a little bit confused. Obviously, I don't have a pro and AM driver override sheet, so I am trying stepping in at the last minute. 00 to 99. GT3 Pro 100 to 299. GT3 AM 300 to 499. The cars is suspected number. I got you, brother. I got you. Unfortunately, I haven't got any driver overrides in this SDK file unless I can get one sent to me very, very quickly, and I might be able to reload it. Yeah, if you could get an SDK file to me or of the current situation that you've got, that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you can get that to me, that would be absolutely incredible. We'll be able to load up the PEC SDK file. I'm not quite sure what the situation is with Dan's PC and whether or not I'm able to get it. So I'll have to see what we can do. But we've only got we've got an hour and 55 left on the clock. I'm obviously, you know, struggling a little bit here. So 176. So that is the GT3 Pro Marco Zilla there as well. Further down the order, we've got Juan Hodega from Monteverest Racing Team in the pits as well. Perry Ostava is in the pits at the same time. Now, I'm not going to look at any form of back incidents because obviously it's not going to make any difference. So yeah, but obviously we will try and bring you all the action as much as we possibly can. Let me know who your favourite teams are, and I will try and get back to you as much as we can. So there you go. Let me know who your favourite teams are, and we will try and come back and find out a little bit of information about what has happened throughout this PEC 4 hours, as you can see. And there we go. Trying to bring you all the action at the same time. I'm kind of keeping an eye out on the stewards' announcements as well, because the drive through to be given an understanding of missing PEC decals and Lego liveries. Oh, that's nothing. No, that's nothing at the moment. Trying to just keep an eye on the stewards' announcements, stewards' verdicts at the moment. Clearly, it looks like it's been quite a clear race so far. But there we go. I can see Marco Zilla now is just being overtaken by car number 50 on the LMP2s. That's Ben Dutton from 505 in Endurance, and he's got car number 13 there as well in another LMP2 racing beside him. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this race currently at the moment, and hopefully we will try and bring you all the action. But currently at the moment, Marco Zilla is on lap 95. By everybody else on the LMP2s are on a lap 106, so it looks like they're about 8 laps back currently from the LMP2s. So yeah, let's hopefully they will look at coming through. But there is Jakob from RGC Motorsport 119. He's currently the leader with a 26-second back gap back on Pedro Valencia. Richard Sidnall's dropping back. It's now been the car's been taken over by Richard Jepp. So Richard Jepp has now taken over the car for the PEC Endurance. There's car number 46 there. That is Peter Dell'Arco from 046 Racing. He is currently behind these guys. So hopefully he may just decide that he's going to be making a move and DCW can get their way through. Touch wood. Right. Okay, I'm just going to try and make some setting changes at the same time. We have 4 hours on the clock. We're grouped in to GT and LMPs. There you go. and we're in class colour, so happy days, we're AMs and pros. Right, let's get back to the racing. Richard Jep and Pedro Vargas are 0.21 apart, and here comes Jep around the final corner here. Is he going to be looking at making a move into turn one? He's gone out on the left-hand side. Richard Jep is going to be sending it. All the way through he goes, and up into 4th place goes the DCW car, and they've only got 3.8 seconds until they can get to this man, Jean-Paul Seaman. So hopefully they're right in the chance now of being able to catch the cars in front. And I think, to be fair, that's probably where their target is sitting. Because if they don't look at trying to move forward, they're not going to be gaining any more positions. This is car number 46. And unfortunately, this is Peter, as I say, Peter DeLarco from 046 Racing. So there we go. Manuel Bubbers here as well is chasing down Carlos Barbosa in the GT cars. That is the Barbosa BMW in front of us at the moment. Both of these are GT3 pros. Manuel Bubbers and Carlos Barbosa are GT3 pros. So hopefully these guys will continue the action and not unfortunately make any silly mistakes and be there crashing into cover. Milo Spielman has been off track. Oh, yes, Milo Spielman has been off track, and we're currently staring at the bumper. Maybe we should have another look from a bit of a different position. Oh, turn 5. Turn 5 down the hill and up over the curb, and unfortunately has now shot himself off the wall and could therefore be causing him a issue. So there you go. Manuel Brothers taking a little bit of an excursion. Not Milo Spielman, sorry, Milo Spielman in the LMP2. So that is for Lithium Motorsports that got caught up in the tricky turn 5. But Manuel Brothers here chasing down Carlos Barbosa currently at the moment with 1:49 on the clock left of this 4-hour PEC endurance. So I hope you've been having fun, guys, and enjoyed yourself throughout the rest. I appreciate there was some broadcast issues earlier on that we are managing to sort out, and hopefully as well. So don't forget as well, guys, today sponsored by Apex Tech Racing Supply. Apex Tech Racing Supply was born for a 3-year-old pre-sim, pro-sim racing team that competes at the highest level of the iRacing service. Hatched in 2021, launched in 2022, and operated by 2 friends. Apex Tech Racing Supply offers for the first time in the United States curated selection of bespoke sim racing products and services, including racing cockpits, monitor stands, race seats, steering wheels, and racer services. Our product selection will eventually include wheel bases, pedal boxes, and other sim racing hardware and software. All products will be stocked in our Georgia warehouse, and pricing will include shipping for a moment for a simple, unique sim racing shopping experience. Head to ApexTechRacing.supply for all your sim racing needs. Right, let's get back to the action now. I've done that little bit of a segment, and Pedro Vargas is not being able to get away from Daniel Webber. Now Daniel Webber is right behind him from Platinum Racing Team LMP2. And here they go on the run down into 10A. Down the straight they go. They're going to go side by side. Daniel Webber's through. Pedro Vargas has gone down the order. He's lost 2 places already within the space of a with a lap and a half, I think. Car number 18 is off track as well. Was that Fernando? No, it was not. Who was that? I think that might be Fred Brooklyn. Turn 5. Frank in the Ferrari Trackside Esports Endurance has got caught out by the tricky turn 5. And unfortunately for him, he has gone round the order. Fernando Acolia Senior here in currently in the 3rd place for Astro Racing Cellular Mode, doing the job there in his Porsche. So there are a selection of cars in this series currently at the moment. We've got Porsches, we got Mercs, BMWs, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Obviously we've got the P217. As a different one. Mercs, BMWs, Porsches, Lambos, and a Ferrari. The sole Ferrari is being driven by Freck, who just unfortunately had that off in turn 5, and looked like possibly could have put it into the wall, but you know, didn't at the moment. So that is always good as well. So good old Freck manages to survive another day here in the endurance racing competition. That is Platinum Endurance Championship. Boom, boom. Right. Hugo Presto is currently leading the way for Loose Screw Racing, and I've got them at about 53 seconds, so not quite out at the blue flag, at the blue lap down that they are currently at the moment. But to be honest, I don't think they're going to be very far away from it, because they've got to be, Loose Screw Racing seem to be flying at the moment at the hands of Hugo Preto. So Hugo there doing the job for Loose Screw this afternoon. I hope everybody is having this a wonderful Saturday afternoon. It's going to be quite a busy weekend for me and for JPB in general as well. We've got the UTC touring car action this evening, and then we go on to, me and Michael David go on to commentating on an oval series at 1 o'clock in the morning. So we've got a lot of action going on here today as well. So yeah, stay tuned and keep an eye out. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bells for notifications, and give the video a big old thumbs up. Now, when I looked about 5 minutes ago, I think we were sitting on 99 subscribers for the channel. Now, you know, you may sit back and go, well, that's not a lot. We've got people in it. Yeah, you probably have. I grant you for that, but my channel's only a month old. The channel itself is only a month old. So, you know, we're progressing. So if you fancy helping us out, please hit that subscribe button, and that would be absolutely incredible. We'll be looking at bringing you all the action when and where we can. All right, so just turn on the bells for notifications to keep up to date with everything that's going on, because trust me, there's a lot happening at this moment in time on the JPB YouTube channel. All right, we can't get hold of an SDK file, so we will be trying to do our best job with what we've got currently at the moment, and we'll try and keep up to date with what is happening. Astro Racing Cellular there are going into the pits as well, as is Jean-Paul Seaman. He is in the pits from DLR Rotisserie Industry White, so they're looking at coming out now, and currently in 17th place at 33. I'd like to talk about, if this is correct here, and I've got the correct information, is Ben Dutton up 33 places. Is that where they qualified? Down in 34th? Maybe we'll have a look at that one, because I think, I don't know if that's going to be correct, but we'll try and stay up to date with all the action and see what we can bring you, and tell you all about it when and where we can. So if that is correct, can anyone let me know from 505 if Ben Dutton is actually up 33 places, or my system got a little bit peaked on. Kevin Houliman's trackside esports endurance here. Daniel Webber is in front of us, and Pedro Vargas has unfortunately lost another position, so something's not right in that LMP2. He doesn't look comfortable from Digital Spirit DS Racing, but then again, if we're going to take into consideration the I-rating difference, Pedro Vargas is on 1.647, and the guys in front are in 3.5 to 5.5. So, you know, it's a big old difference, isn't it? 505 started P10. Okay, thank you very much for that. As I say, my if I gave you the gainers for what my program is bringing me, it's got him up 33 positions. So I'm not quite sure how that one is working out there as well. Kevin Houliman's, sorry, Kevin, don't shoot me. They're going past one of the back markers at the moment, but he's got Daniel Webber from Platinum Racing Team LMP2 right up behind him at the moment. And he's not giving him an easy run either. 0.2 seconds as they go up down to 3. Round turn 3, coming down in through the S's of 4. Then they're going to be on the tricky right-hander of 5, which is this one. And they're going to want to try and carry as much speed out of there as they can, because that is by no means an easy run there. Daniel Webber. There is Kevin Houliman's that we are chasing. Oh, stay off. Oh! I can tell you what, Daniel Webber had to back out of that one, because otherwise he was going around and round. So Daniel Webber there trying to lift for the Platinum Racing Team, because he had to back out of that one, because otherwise it was just going to go all a little bit wrong. Oh, I don't know. Let him through. Thank you. Right. Back with the action. Dan Webber is part of DCW also, just doing this series with Platinum. Hi Milo, hi all from Platinum Red. Hello buddy, how are you? Welcome in, thank you so much for coming to join in. Daniel Webber is part of the DCW boys, is he? And he's doing Platinum, oh okay. Okay, look at you lot getting out there and taking all the drivers. Oh dear. Kevin Oyman's having about. Alvin Priam from DLR is now trying to get up between Dennis Impenberg from ATRS Esports 13 there as well, so they're going to be flying, trying to catch up with them. It's weird with endurance races. I think I've spoken about it previously, where people end up just coming together. Like you can go, you start off like all of a sudden you've got these people here. But I want to go back to Keulemans a minute, because Danny Webber is having to go right now all the way down into turn 1. Is he going to be looking at sending out the inside of turn 1? It's not going to happen, is it, this time around? No, it's not happening this time around. They want to kind of keep it off their curves as well. Yeah, he started doing things with us crazy like, oh, blimey, Daniel Webber. Have you told me what have you said to him though, Paddy, what, you know, what you guys do? And not just racing. Bramer in the car as well for P1 in the AMS. Right, you have to bear with me, mate. I'm trying to find where the AMS are. 318, Ivan Bramer, there we go, from Platinum Racing. Thank you, Milo. As you can see, mate, I haven't got an SDK that tells me who's AMS and who's pros with any driver override, so I'm trying to do my best at the moment. So is Ivan Bramer in pro? Is AMS? Is he's out in front currently as well? Isn't he? Yep. So Ivan Bramer, P1, got a 7-second gap back to Norbert Windholz from Austrian Sim Races Yellow. So there is Norbert there, and there is Ivan Bramer as well. So he's fully aware of the DCW way. This is the way. Do you know, it always makes me sound like, what is it? A Mandalorian. That is the way. Oh dear, gotta love the good Mando programs as well. But Ivan Bramer doing a stellar job, just opened up a further 3 seconds on Norbert. So not quite sure what's happening to Norbert at the moment, but he's just lost 4 seconds. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was car number 46, and that was Peter Delago. Unfortunately, it's, should we say, maybe taking out, I don't know. Just keep it to yourself, chicks. Let's go back with Kevin Oyman's currently as well for Daniel Webber. So there we go. Oh, that is under review, car number 32. Woo. That's Euromaster Esports. Ooh, been summoned to the steward's office. Summoned to the steward's office. Don't forget, guys, give the video a big old thumbs up for me as well. I appreciate it's not what you're expecting. Obviously, I haven't got driver details split up properly yet into Pro and AMS. Partly because Dan's internet gone, and it's gone. And therefore, I'm trying to fill in and help out the guys at Platinum. So if there's any information that I need to know, let me know, and I promise you I will try and get it all sorted out. I am writing things down. Ewan P1 AMS, that's what I've got. Ewan P1 AMS. In the pros, we got Jakub Kwiatkowski. Jakub Kwiatkowski, yeah, I think that's about right. Kwiatkowski, yeah, that's right. Is currently in first place in the pros. Oh, Daniel Whitnell has had a incident. Daniel down in 39th position. Was this on his own? Oh, yes, okay. He's just pulled out the way. Good choice, Daniel. Good choice. So there you go, Daniel just pulled out the way and let the car through. 1 to 200 pros, 3 to 5. Yeah, I'm sorting that out. I got it. I got it written down, Milo. I promise you, I've got it written down. It's, the thing is, you say that, right? And then it's just trying to find the beginning of the 300 numbers. I feel like I'm trying to find a lottery. But Ivan Bramer is beating some pros there. You've got car number 123, Sergio Vieira from SR Tech. Technique is also behind Ivan as well. So Ivan doing a stunning job by the looks of it. He looks like he's been doing well, and I hope he's had a great race. But Manuel Bubbers from Mad Sim Sport in at the BMW with Marco Zilla behind him 10 seconds. But at the moment, he's got Benny Mosser in front of him, literally 0.59 in front. So Benny Mosser there as well, right in front of him. Right. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to sort something out. Something's gone a little bit wrong. Not from my computer, so don't panic. It's only been from the SD card file. So there we go. Right. So in the 4 hours of war, Daniel Whitner's done it again here. I'm wondering if he's had a complete and utter. Where did you go off? You went off there. That's got to be hardware failure, because there's no way he would literally go scrolling across the track like that. Would he? Would he? Then you wouldn't do this. Oh, so I feel there might be a hardware failure going on inside this car at the moment. Because Sylvan Motorsport, you need to get a hold of that car. Oh, no, are we back up and running? Okay, looks like Sylvan Motorsports are up and running. That did look a little bit worrying for a minute, didn't it? I thought it looked like he'd something had gone wrong. So there we go. Kevin Oymans is still got Daniel Webber from Platinum Racing Team LMP2 right behind him at the moment. And then we've got Dave Ramos from Oxford Racing down in the GTs. He is a GT3 Pro, and he is in a BMW. And in front of him is Marco Zilla from Austrian Sim Racing Cyan. So he's trying to chase them down as best as he possibly can. So I'm waiting, keeping an eye on the stewards' announcements as well, because, you know, we don't want to miss anything. So there we go, but let's get back into the racing. Milo, where do you go? Are you back in the car? Are you in the car? That's what I want. Let's have a look. Yeah, you are in the car. Ooh, Miles, when are you getting back in the car? Peter Delago is in the pits. Joao Cordoso is also in the pits. Stephen Bird in the pits as well. So we're expecting now, looking like this, people might be starting to make pit stops. Are we on target? Can anybody give me an information on where we are target-wise for these pit stops? Because obviously they're going to be looking at, what are they looking at, once every hour still? Are we able to go once every hour? On top of the hour, can we make the whole hour? if anybody can let me know, that would be much appreciated on that one. You don't have to just blurt it out in YouTube chat. You can just DM me and say this, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. So if you are making the hour from the GT class, I think you're going to be looking at a little bit longer than that. For LMP2, 3 times in 2 hours. What's that, 45 minutes? 45 minutes, every 45 minutes, yeah. Well, that's probably about what we was expecting, Fabian, to be honest, from an LMP2 car. And you know, driving, I can drive an LMP2, albeit, you know, not as good as these guys. As you can see, Dave Ramos going off a little bit off track there. So they are all about LMP2's 45-minute stints. I'm probably guessing that the GT3s are around about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. Can they go a full hour? One hour and 30 minutes, Beeman net for the same, then Merck bringing home. Okay, so Merck's finishing off. So what we're looking at about BMW for GT3 class, about 50 minutes before each pit. Is that right? It's got to be about right. I'm having a rough guess because obviously I've not been here and seen any of this. Oliver Conner from Bazinga Motorsport apparently crashed and then jumped into the pits. Oh no. Did he have a crash? The thing is, right, it looks just like another one that's just lost hardware. It's really bizarre. It's just going on its own. If we can get any information from Bazinga Motorsports, if there's any representative from Bazinga, please tell us what is happening with Olivier Cornet, because obviously he's just going through. Oh, I'm going to bring in. There we go, we got Fabian in the booth with me. Fabian, how are you, buddy? Is that Lithia Motorsports? Yeah, we're in the hands of Milo Spillman currently at the moment. Yeah, the gap is coming out. I don't want to dishearten you, but it's coming out to 17 seconds. But I'm sure that's just due to the fact that there's traffic somewhere. Now, tell us, how has your race been at the beginning? Because obviously, you know, I've literally jumped in 2 minutes, you know, after speaking to Marnex and find out they had a stream issue. So what's been the story of your race? Where did you go for qualifying? Yeah, of course, you're going to be on the end of the day. You know, if you've come in with an expectation and said, well, I think guys were aiming for 10, 11 or 12, and you're sitting in 9th, chasing down 8th, now you're back down to 15 seconds. So it looks like Milo is currently on a bit of a mission here, chasing down Yannick Gerards from DLL Rotary Industry. Yeah, you know, if he's making a difference on that, your last lap time was a 1:10.38, theirs was a 1:11.58, so you pulled 1.2 seconds out of them over the last lap as well. But I think as long as you're going on, now one of the things that we talk about with endurance racing is just being able to finish. I think that's one of the biggest things in an endurance race, and the fact that you guys are looking to finish and looking to move up into further up the order, that's not a bad race overall, is it? The X limit, yeah. Mm. Well, no, I think the thing is as well is being patient. Because I think being patient where Milo is now in that tricky downhill S's up through turn 5, I think being patient is one of the biggest things, because people can rush and overtake through there and they get taken out by a GT car. I know we all want to get forward, I fully appreciate that, and trust me, I've driven endurances in both of these classes, so I know what's going to be expected. You know, you've got to err on the side of caution, then you, Fabian, just to make sure you don't make that crazy overtake. Yeah. Mm. Absolutely. Absolutely as well. Well, Fabian, thank you very much for joining me in the booth, and good luck. Can you get back in the car at all? No worries, buddy. All right, mate. Well, you take care and enjoy the rest of the race. Right, there we go. That was Fabian from Lithium Motorsports. Now, obviously, you can see it in there. Mark Wright from Sylvan Motorsports. When we was talking earlier on, if I'm not mistaken, was Mark the one who was just strolling down the side of the track? Yes. That was the car that was going down earlier on, and that was a big one. Look, there is Mark there in the Merc, right at your front of your screen. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hopefully he's all right, because that looks pretty epic. I got to be honest, Mark. That did look pretty incredible. David Plasma here has been having his own little version of an incident. I'm probably guessing this is into turn 5. He hit the curb on the way in, still over-accelerating the car, and around he goes. Whoa! Cool, blimey, that looked close, didn't it? So David Plasma there as well, hopefully being back up and running. So Ivan Bramer is currently leading the ARM class, I believe, for the GT3 Pros. That's right, Milo, isn't it? You've just said. So there you go. Trying to find out. Ivan's not in the car now, is he? Marty, well, go, 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 DCW in 3. Hey, Marty. 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 Hey, Faulkner. Paddy Faulkner. Faulkner, Paddy. Paddy, oh. Faulkner. Get it right, Paddy. You'll get there, mate, one day. They are currently in third, 5 seconds back from in front of Ben Dutton, 5:05 Motorsport there as well. So Richard Jett on the hands of the DCW LMP2. I hope you're well, Matty. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you so much for jumping in. Don't forget to come and say hi, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bells for notifications, and give the videos a big old thumbs up there as well for the JPB YouTube channel. Now we've got some more people in the waiting room as well. Let's bring in Mark Wright and Daniel Whitnell there. They are from Sylvan Motorsports. Both the guys have joined me in the booth together. Hey, you guys, how are you? Not too bad at all.
It's just not been a good race for us.
No, all right. Well, now, obviously, guys, bear with me, because obviously, you know, I come in right in the middle. Not quite sure what's gone on throughout the rest of the race, because I was still stood on the sideline cheering on my son's football team. Tell us, how was your day gone? How was your race gone? Either one.
Daniel, go ahead. You were driving first.
It started mediocrely. The qualifying wasn't too great. Kind of decent start, lost 2 positions at the start, but then gained it back in the first like 3 laps. And then from there, it kind of just got worse.
What had happened to you, Daniel? Because when I got in here, your car was just kind of doing its own thing. From turn 3 down through the S's, going straight across the road, nearly into an LMP2 car. That was the last thing I saw from you. So what had happened to you?
Yeah, so my steering wheel just decided to turn off. It wasn't working. Like it was there. It was still like working properly, but like just everything was wrong with it. It's like trying to reconnect it, and for some reason my car just stopped it from doing it.
Yeah, it was just rolling there on its own. It only went into an LMP2 car. In fact, I was actually quite lucky. I think it was a few split seconds later or earlier, and you would have been into that car. So that could have been absolutely. No, you managed to avoid it, and it was just literally tootling around on his own. So that had happened to you. So Mark, now obviously, I've just watched an absolute spectacular incident going down the long straight in a Mercedes that veered left completely on his own. Tell us what happened there, mate.
Well, that was Daniel driving. I just said about it because I got out the car because I was in a wreck, naturally. So Daniel took over again because my knee likes to dislocate itself. So I decided so for Daniel was the better case to take over the car, which turned out to be a mistake. Yeah, that was mistakes were made.
Do you think your knees could have taken it rather than putting the car directly into the left wall?
Well, I've always got a many. I've done driving with my left leg alone before, so I could have done this. I should have.
You should have done. You would have still been out there, young man.
Tell me about it.
Oh, mate. Daniel Letter, you're fired. It's done. Job done. He's out.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
Get another one in. So, all right, so where are you at now? You're sat in the pits, aren't you, currently at the moment? What's your repair time and how long you got?
An hour and 20 minutes.
That's the end of the race.
Yeah. That's us done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the car, I've got to be honest, the car was pretty totaled. To be fair though, to get the car ready in an hour and 20 minutes, that ain't bad going, you know, because there's real life Formula 1 teams that after that wreck couldn't get that car ready in an hour and 20 minutes.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, I know.
I'll just say that.
You know what I mean?
Impressive enough, just not good enough to finish the race.
Well, I know, but you'll just be like, you'll probably you're fine. If you've been in there for 20 minutes already, you've got an hour left, so you'll get out about 16 minutes from the end of the race.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you could still stay in, I suppose. But look, guys, it's one of them things, isn't it? This is motor racing, you know, obviously. Daniel with his technology issues. What's the plans for you guys next? You know what I mean? Go on, what's the plans for Silver Motorsports?
Well,
get rid of my sim wheel.
Yeah, get a new one. I got a G920 if you want to borrow one of them, mate. I told you, all these fancy technology with all these flashing lights and buttons ain't as good as the G920, mate. It's rock solid, I'll tell you. I've dropped it and it's still working.
Yeah, I'll take one of them back. Any day.
Sorry, Dan, giving you a little bit of grief there, buddy. What wheel was it anyway? What wheel was it?
It's the McLaren GT3 Fanatec wheel.
Oh, well, there you go. Swap it out for a Logi, mate. Built like house bricks. So go on, where are you going next anyway? But Silver, where are you off to next? Are you like, what are you guys taking part in?
I think our next race will be the next PEC race, Monza.
Yeah.
And then we're continuing on with the. We do the official, the special event endurance on iRacing and then the PEC endurance at the moment.
Oh, okay. So how was your first race overall? How was the first round of PEC? Because this is round 2 now, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
We did Spa and in class we managed to get second. I managed to put the car in second.
Okay. Oh, that's not too bad then, is it? Because I've just been told they've been split up into numbers as well.
Yeah.
So I need to keep an eye out on the numbers for me to understand who's AM and who's pro. Because obviously, you know, unless I can get hold of the file, but we're still trying to work on that one. All right, okay, so it sounds interesting. What about you personally, though? Because surely you're not just going to wait, I don't know, a few weeks before you get back in the car again and start driving. Do you drive officials, either of you?
Yeah, we do. We use officials to work on the setups for the car, because I do the setups, Dan does the driving. Because I'm naturally slower than Daniel is in these cars, but I can make the setups for him.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
That's why. As soon as this race is finished, I'll start working on the next one.
Oh, well, technically, Mark, Dan's made sure the race is finished for you already.
Yeah, good point. I think I'll just go to a goose bit and some on something.
Yeah, mate, you might as well jump out and put up a test session and crack yourself on, haven't you? You're an hour and 20 minutes, just be like you're driving.
Yeah, might as well.
Dear. Sorry, Dan, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to stop giving you grief, I think, as well. Oh dear, but well done, guys, anyway, and unlucky the way it finishes. Unfortunately, we can't help tech issues, but good luck in the next one, and you never know, I might see you there.
Yeah,
hopefully. Thank you very much.
No worries, guys, take care.
See you later.
You too.
Bye.
See ya.
Right, well, there we go. That was the guys from Silverman Motorsports. We just heard it's an hour 20 along the clock. Good, thank you. You joined DCW up there. Yeah, they've been doing well. Doing well in the hands of Richard Jep. They're in 4th place at the moment. My old fat fingers, says Paddy. I'm casting it on the dining room TV. So instead of my phone, instead of your phone. Okay, I've got you. Instead of your phone. All right, so there are a few people in the pits. As we just heard, Silverman have got a literally about an hour and 20-minute repair, so they are pretty much done and dusted for the evening. So they're going to be out as well. So at the front we've got Yannick Gerards from DLR Rotary Industry Red and Albert Priam from DLR Rotary Industry Orange. Literally within a few seconds, well, split seconds, there they are. They're going to go either side of that Mercedes. And there they go, there is the orange and red as they go down into 11. And the orange is through. The orange is through, so Albert Prem then moves up into 8th place currently at the moment. So there you go, well done to them. Oh, that was nice of Daniel and that for coming in as well. You know, that was a nice little chat, wasn't it? Paul down with his wheel disconnect. I told you, she get a lodgy, mate. Never break. Absolutely never break. Instead, yes, Paddy, I got what you meant. Well, hi, Paddy's family, if you're watching me on the big screen TV. Look, you're like, hi, Mum, I'm on the telly. Sorry, Paddy, couldn't help it. You know. So there we go. But welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for joining me at this very late notice. We are coming into the last hour and 13 minutes. If you haven't already, guys, give the video a big old thumbs up. Turn on the bells for notifications, and don't forget to subscribe because we've got a lot of action coming up on the JPB YouTube channel this week. So you're not going to want to miss any of it. It's going to be getting spicy. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the bells for notifications. And thank you again for joining me at this last moment. Priem and Delarco are now in the pits. That's released Milo Spielman, currently 10th overall. Now I'm going to presume Milo Eels pitted on lap 128. They pitted on lap 130. So unfortunately for Lithium there as well, it looks like they're trying to chase down ATRS Esports 13, which is these guys here, at the hands of Dennis Penberg. So hopefully they'll be able to see what they could do on that one. There we go. Austrian sim racers. Yeah. Well done to you. You're at Zion. Marco Zila in the Austrian sim racers Zion team there. Down in 8th in class, 23rd overall. So that's not bad at all. And then we've got Austrian Sim Racers Yellow at the hands of Norbert Wildolt. He is currently down in 16th in class and 31st overall. So he's a little bit further down the order, unfortunately, for Norbert there. But he's, you know, still going to keep going. And I'm sure he's going to plod along. But Jean-Paul Simon and Kevin Hoymans are going to be here in the LMP2 battle as they head down through the S's up through turn 5. Tricky one, because if they bounce too much, ooh, as you saw Seaman doing then, that was literally spitting the dirt up in the face of Kevin Hoymans. and was unfortunately not able to do that. But I've got a funny feeling he's going to be under mad mental pressure going down this back straight now, because he's going to be really under the cosh. Because Heumann should be able to close up. He's let that gap open, which is a little bit bizarre. Out of 6 tenths now. I thought it was a little bit closer than that one, but clearly not. But Carlos Barbosa from Tempest Racing is chasing down David Plantzman from Retail Racing here, as these guys are going around turn 1 up in the hill, up into 2 and 3. We're going to go left for 2, right for 3. Oh, careful, careful. Here comes Richard Jepp. Breathe in, Jepp, breathe in. Oh, there goes Richard Jepp in the DCW cars there. Literally, I thought he was going to get into that Merc then. That looked dangerous. So, Richard Jepp, car number 48 for DCW PEC team. Kevin Hoymans here for the trackside esports endurance, and Daniel Webber from the Platinum Racing team are still side a bit further. Daniel Webber actually, sorry, 5 seconds back. Jean-Paul Spielman from DLR Rotary Industry White is in front of us in car number 23. That is Jean-Paul there from DLR, and behind him is Kevin Hoymans. So there we go. Let's see what we can do. Right, well done to these guys. Sorry, my littler's just walked around the corner and was using hand signals. So here is the battle for class here. Battle for 4th in class, but Jean-Paul Seaman, Dennis Eipenberg, and Kevin Hoymans. Dave Ramos has unfortunately been involved in an incident there as well. So Dave Ramos, let's have a quick look back and see what you've been up to, young man. Not a lot. This looks very bizarre. Is he out of fuel? I am wondering if, no, he's not. Clearly not out of fuel as he sends it across there, and that's car number 77 in the LMP2s having to take evasive action. That was Hugo Preto from Loose Screw Racing. So, you know, Hugo Preto there to take a little bit of a diver across the grass to avoid that one. So fair play to him. Hugo out in front at the moment. That is what Hugo is looking at in front of him regarding the cars. Marco Zilla, Joselo Otoro and Norbert Windows is the cars he's got in front of him at the moment. He goes past Marco Zilla, and let's see how he can get further up the field. Now he's got 1, 2, 3 GT3 cars in front of him currently at the moment. So hopefully he'll be able to make it through cleanly. Pit stop positions there as well. 2 pit stops, gained 1 on his start. Zilla up 16, is that right? Hopefully that is right. And there is number 77, Predo there on the bottom. So thank you so much for joining me. If anybody's about, they want to come and jump in the booth, please do so. Come and have a conversation with me. You know, don't be afraid. I promise you, don't bite. So, yeah, come and have a conversation. Jump in the booth with me, have a chat, keep me company. It's lonely in here, you know. As everybody else has done, that they've jumped in and come and had a chat with me. So make sure you do come and jump in as well. If you're about Miles, if you're about Paddy, if you want to come and have a word, you know, come and jump in. Come and have a chin wag. Or Richard Simnar, I know he loves a good old conversation while Richard Jepp's in the car. So I'm sort of sure Mr. Simnar wouldn't mind coming to have a chat. Hey. Right, let's see if we can get one of the DCW guys in for a conversation with me. And you tell us about what is happening with their race situation at the moment. Currently in 3rd overall. But Jean-Paul Seaman and Kevin Hoymans are still locked in their own little battle. This could be the opportunity, though, for Seaman, if he should really, in hindsight, want to be pushing right up behind him at the moment. because he's got Daniel Webber from Platinum Racing Team closing at the moment. Oh, GT car is well in the way. Some DVC, yeah, come and have a chat. Why not, Paddy? Come and say hello. Jean-Paul Simon is into the pits. That's going to release Daniel Webber. There you go. Daniel Webber is now up into 5th place with Kevin Hoymans and Richard Jepp in front of them as well. Bruno Pereira is another man here in Digital Sport DS Racing. Carlos Barbosa from Tempest Sim Sport, $104. Okay. Carlos Barbosa there trying to chase down David Plasman and from Rita Leighton. And Benny Mossa side by side currently with Jose Francisco from Astro Racing Celia team. And I think Benny Mossa has got this one. Is it coming down now into the inside of 11? Oh, Mossa. Oh, Francisco sent it back out on the inside. Francisco sent it back up the inside on him. Oh, that was car number 16. That could have been a little bit more dangerous. There you go, that might make it a little bit easier. And I have the pleasure of having one of the DCW guys back in the booth with me. Long time no speak, Mr. Richard Simnar. How are you, sir? Oh, hold on, I better turn you up here, buddy. You're very, very quiet. Hold on, that could have been due to our last conversation, so just stay there a minute. There you go. Try again.
Could swallow the mic if you want.
No, please don't do that. That was just sound completely wrong. How are you, bud, first off? You good?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah. It's been a good little morning for me, so yeah.
Yeah? How has the racing been? Where did you guys qualify? You're going to have to help me out, because obviously I've jumped in last minute. So
yes, I hear the official stream didn't do too well.
No, it
we
broke.
qualified 6. We kind of knew that we were going to get a position, because I think the guy who qualified 2nd, they had an issue with their livery, so they were going to take a drive through, and then yeah, big old crash right in front of us as we were coming up to the GT3s. So I gained a place there. I think that was Bazinga Motorsport involved in that one. Very nearly took us out. And then the only danger from there on was just my own ambition, and I think I very nearly took a few GT3s out on my way through, but it's been alright. It's not too bad. It's just Road Atlanta things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's. I find this Road Atlanta LMP2's getting a little bit excited down through the S's.
Yeah. Trouble is, don't get it out of turn 3. This is where I needed to go. If you don't quite get a good drive out of turn 3, you get around the GT before 5. 4 or 5.
Drop down the hill, yeah, go on.
Yeah, sort of dropping down the hill. You basically stuck behind them until after 5, and then you just got to sort of motor on through. I mean, to be fair, we've got to the point now where our strategy is pretty much a fuel-safe strategy, so we don't have to do a splash and dash at the end. So P3's looking quite good.
Yeah, it is at the moment. Hold on, right. I want to talk to you for a brief moment here about mentality, right? If you're stuck behind them for a few seconds, going down from 3 down to 5, surely that's better than being in the pits for 16 minutes of repairs, isn't it?
Yeah, tell that to like lap 15, Richard, because I think I nearly put it in the wall. But Yes, that's exactly our tactic. Is just take it easy through traffic, fuel save as much as possible, and then we're sort of trying to aim to extend our stints far enough that we don't have to do that with a splash dash at the end.
So whereabouts are you at the moment? We're looking at about, what is it, 45 minutes for the LMP2s?
It's about every 40 to 41 minutes, so you can get 3 stints every 2 hours, so it should be a 6-stint race if you can just extend it by the right amount, because if you go flat out you're going to end up doing 29 laps, I think it is, and that's, you're going to end up having to do 5 laps at the end or something silly. So yeah, it's easy to extend because you've got GTs in the way. You could easily clutch in, you know, take it easy into the chicane, take it easy into loads of corners really, but when you can see on your relative you've got a team absolutely catching your hand over fist behind, it's mentally what, you know, it's not as easy to sort of focus on what you need to do rather than focus on what you instinctively want to do, which is obviously pull away. Sometimes you just got to let them catch you and hope they're fuel saving as much as you are.
Yeah, well, I'm just keeping an eye on Jet. He's been close a couple of times. He's just gone past another GT down through the S's, that fateful S's section that we've been talking about. But
yeah,
all seems well then under the DCW hood at the moment.
Yes, because we've got a strategy and we're in a good position. The start of the race, I think we were a bit nervous about needing to slow down to save fuel because we probably put ourselves a bit further down the grid. But thankfully, I think due to incidents and drive-throughs that other guys have, we've sort of got ourselves a bit safer now. So yeah, I think looking at where everybody is relative to each other, I think, you know, P4, Trackside Esports, I think they're probably our competition today. The top two, yeah, they just went into the sunset from the start, so didn't quite have the top two pace, but hey, you know,
it happens.
As we saw last race, you know, we were fourth or fifth going into the last half an hour. We finished second because of incidents and penalties. So
that's where I was going next. You know, Paddy just said in chat, "You got such an angelic voice," and then he turned around and said, "You're giving away all the secrets."
Well, if teams haven't got their strategy down by now, then they really need to sort themselves out. So
yeah, I was going to say,
that's Jep having a bit of an excursion. You might get that on the stream in a bit.
Yeah, well, that's, as I was going to say, we're 3 hours in. You got 58 minutes. If their strategy ain't done and dusted, mate, they're definitely in trouble. I tell you that much. So. You know, at the end of the day, they should have been done and dusted by now. So I think it's one of them things. It's now, though, isn't it? Just keeping it on track, keeping it clean. As you say, incidents can happen, and they can happen so easily in endurance. We've seen it. You know, we've been there, done and dusted. We've always got the T-shirt. So technically, you still could be on for a third place.
I think third place today, I think, is what we're definitely aiming for. I mean, we're just under the 1 hour to go now, so as long as our fuel strategy pays off and we don't have to make a splash and dash, I can't see it being a problem. Tyres are fine. There's lots of tyre saving going on with traffic, so I think through practice we knew that, like, Jet was good on his fronts and I was good on Jet was good on his rears, I was good on my fronts, so when I came out of my stint we were very good on tyres, so it should be fairly even for Rich as well. Yeah, so we should be able to, we shouldn't have to change tyres before the end. Let's put it that way. So.
No, okay. Well, hopefully you should be all good. And Dustin, well, as per normal, Mr. Siller, it's a pleasure to chat to you.
Likewise.
You know,
likewise.
Been a while. Thank you so much for coming to join me in the booth, and I'm sure we'll probably see you at the end if you're in third place, won't we?
I'm sure we'll have time to chat if we do get the podium, yeah.
All right, okay, no worries. I'll catch you later. Cheers, buddy.
Okay, cheers, thank you.
Well, there you go. That was Richard Simmer from DCW there as well, coming into the chat room. Milo, I think he's right. If people haven't sorted out their fuel strategies by now, you're never going to sort it out. So, unfortunately for you, I think it needs to be done and dusted with about 57 minutes remaining. Otherwise, you are going to be in trouble. So, if you're not done and dusted by now, you're kind of... Oh, up the creek without the paddle. So there we go, as we come into the last 56 minutes of this race remaining here tonight within the PEC in endurance, 4 hours of road Atlanta. By the sounds of it, is everybody's been had a bit of a gripping race here, and there was a major collision at the beginning with GTs that I must have gutted to have missed that. I wonder who was involved in that. There are quite a few teams out, so maybe we could be one of these that are out. So let's not worry too much about getting into details. Ivan Bramer is currently back in, well, is he still in first place of the AMS currently, I believe? Ivan Bramer from Platinum Racing Team Red. Car number 318. Hold on, I'm going back to my list of cars. No, he's not. He's not, because Austin Diltz from Chicane Online Racing Orange is in front of him currently at the moment. I believe that's right. Have I got that right? 300 to 499. Yeah. Fix Merckx is taking over the car. We can see it there on screen, currently sat in the pits. So Fix there taking over the start. But Austin Diltz from Chicane Online Racing Orange there as well. None of the LMPs are really close together. Richard Jett is still about 14 seconds back, a minute over the guys in front. Peter Delarco has been taking little bits of an excursion off the circuit. Car number 46 going through the S's, and it gets very loose, and unfortunately for him is now down the order. Platinum Racing Team Red there as well. Milo, if you want to come and join me, come and have a chat, young sir. Miles, sorry, and you can come and have a chat with me, and as well. But yeah, be good if you can. Right. Oh. And you get a notification through on your phone and it's not what you wanted to see. And you sit back and you think, oh dear, as your beloved football team loses to a rival. Never good. Definitely do not want that. So, but there we go. It is what it is. That's the joys of football. I don't really need that. I don't need that. And I certainly do not need that. So there we go. Excuse me while I'm just adjusting in my timing tower. So hopefully make a little bit more sense for me. So if anybody else is around and want to come and jump in the booth with me and say hi, please come and say and let me do so. As we can see, Manuel Bubbers from Mad Sim Sport here. Niels Kors is behind him, currently about 11 seconds up the road. So there you go, Niels Kors there. Right, there we go, guys. That is Niels Kors. Manuel Bubbers there being chased down by Niels Kors, about 11 seconds behind, with Marco Zilla in front of him. David Plasman and Benny Mosa from AVL Racetech Sim Racing Team still having their battles. 150, 5 tenths back currently at the moment. So there we go. Oh, we've got Manny Keister. Waiting room. Alex, how are you, sir?
Happened, I'm alright.
You sure? You sure are you good?
I am.
Just about. Been a busy day for the stewards or not?
It's okay. I mean, the racing has been fairly good. It's just not really good to see that a few drivers have made a few mistakes themselves and crashing out and losing quite some teams because of it. But the overall driving has been above my expectations. I mean, it's Road Atlanta, it's a narrow track, some fast sectors and tricky corners, but I expected more incidents, to be honest. It's not on the table.
Well, that's not too bad then. At least we know what happened at the beginning. Apparently there was a big crash at the beginning, wasn't there?
Yeah, at the start-finish rate, one of the BMWs lost it, and there were some V2s coming their way, and it was like 18%, 18%. We supported it, but no one really complained.
Alright, okay, well, you know, it's one of them things if it's a racing incident, you know what I mean? What more could you, can't really ask for a lot of that, can it? At least it wasn't, you know, a deliberate takeout. That's always the worst thing. So, alright, the Bravos joined in the waiting room as well. So, you know, what are you going to do now? Sit back and enjoy the next 50 minutes of the race then? Because it doesn't, as you say, if the incidents and drivers be clean, you haven't got a massive amount to do, have you?
I mean, eventually you always see it at the end of the race, it starts clearing up the amount of reports. So we've had maybe 4 reports in the past 25 minutes, so it's good.
Well, there you go. You get the chance to sit back and chill out then.
Exactly.
And
I hope so. Let's knock it off, but still an hour to go.
Yeah, literally less than 15 minutes remaining, buddy. Well, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. It's always a pleasure. You know.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping us out, and hope you have a good remainder of the stream.
Thank you very much there, buddy. Take care.
You too.
Right, there we go. Let's bring in a driving buddy of mine, a friend I've known for a good long while now, taking place in one of the first FPL at the time, Radical Endurance seasons. Now he's here, up into the dizzy heights of stardom within the PEC endurance scene, and that is Ivan Bramer from Platinum Racing. How are you, Ivan?
How are you doing, James? I'm good.
Oh, I am good, buddy. I am not bad at all. Just going to turn you up a little bit.
Jump in, by the way. Thanks for that.
No, that's all right, mate. That's all right. No worries. My pleasure. I can see it was a kind of desperate situation. Apparently, Dan's internet has just completely died and gone, so you know can't do a lot about that. But overall, how's your day been? You have to fill me in a little bit, bud, because I missed most of it. So how's your day? How's your racing been?
The racing's been okay for the first stint, for me at least. I think I made up some good places. But then we had a little miscommunication. I thought I was only supposed to do one stint. So in the pits I heard I had to do another stint. Went out the pits and got a black flag for speeding in the pits. So I had to go back in, and well, we forgot to change the settings again. So we refueled and got new tires. Took us a long time. We dropped back a little bit.
All right. So how are you doing now?
Seems to be doing all right.
Mertz is in the car, isn't he? Where are you in class? Because obviously I don't have that class information. So where are you in class?
I thought we were third. And looks like we are fourth right now due to pit stop, so probably catch up.
Fourth in
Maybe
class. Are you done for pit stops, bud?
We are done for pit stops, yeah.
No
Yeah.
splash and goes for you.
Nope, no, it's the last one.
Well, there you go.
So you should be able to make it. So maybe a podium, yeah, should be good.
Yeah? Okay. Well, I love your positive thinking, dear sir.
Yeah, man, but like I said, I messed up. We think we could have been P1 in the AM class, but
Yeah, but listen, dude. As you know, we're human beings. You know what I mean?
True.
It happens, and especially when that's the annoying thing. I think that most people don't understand is that little black box that when you come out of the pits, you completely forget to turn it back off again because your spotter would be there telling you to turn it off anyway, or he would have turned it off for you. So, you know, technically you don't blame yourself for leaving your fuel and tyres on, you blame the guy who's spotting for you.
yeah, true. But I blame myself for taking the speeding in the pit lane, of course.
Well, yeah, that's on you, bud. That's a you problem.
Yep, it is.
That's definitely a you problem, man. So, well, there you go, mate. I'm surprised you're awake, to be fair, after your little 2 AM excursion.
That as well. But I had a good sleep. I got up fresh early for this race, of course, and I gotta say the racing is not that bad.
No, apart from a big old accident at the beginning, I heard.
Yeah, of course there are going to be accidents. Many cars on track, but other than that,
Fairly clean.
we don't even have damage yet. So
Milo just said you're in P4, buddy.
P4 we are. Yep. Merckx is gonna catch P3 for sure. He's quick.
Yeah, but he's got a 20-second gap if P3 is... No, hold on, where is P3? Sorry, I'm trying to work out this for... Oh, no, he's not. Merckx is off. Merckx is off.
Oh!
He's managed to keep it going, but that was in the top end of 3, going through the S's of 4. And Finn Merckx... Sorry, bud.
Yep, and I think we just lost another spot.
No, because there's somebody spinning at the base of the hill as well. So, that was into 3. Carried too much speed, man.
Yep, shame. Oh, well, it happens.
Yeah, it does. But at least one thing is, you didn't join the wall.
Exactly. So I'm still clean.
Yeah, but Austin Diltus, if he was in front of you from your class, he's just put it nose deep into the wall and he's had to jump to the pits from Chicane Online Racing Orange. So I'm not quite sure where that puts you.
He's a P15, so it could be. But he's a lap. No, he's also a lap. The same lap, so we could catch him. Yeah.
God, I need to get this. I can't tell from the numbers here where you're at.
We're P18.
Yeah, you're 17 overall now.
17 already. So this Clips Racing is a 1.8K.
Yeah,
probably AM team.
Yeah, Crisp, and who else you got?
Chicane and Austrian Sim Racing.
Oh, some Sim Racing Yellow.
Yep.
Ah, okay. So you got.
He's probably first in class. Yeah.
Yeah, you got 32 seconds to him. But as we've just seen, anything can happen because he literally just Austin Diltus just literally stuck it in the wall.
Exactly. We already spun, but I spun already too. So anything can happen. Last 45 minutes, so we'll see.
See what happens there, buddy. But thank you so much for joining me in the booth, mate. It's always a pleasure having a chat.
Of course, mate. Anytime with you.
Crash P3, baby. That's what Miles has just said. All right.
No Merckx. Keep it clean, man.
Yeah, keep it me, buddy. I'll talk to you soon, Ivan.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye,
Have a good one.
And you, bye.
Cheers.
Well, there you go. That was Ivan Bramer from Platinum team there as well. I do look and, you know, I do love a good old chat with Ivan as well. So, you know. But there we go, guys. So that is Platinum there in Platinum Racing team in red, now in 3. They got Chris Racing, I believe, in front of them in 4. And there's a big old gaggle of cars. Now, one of the things that we did miss, why I was talking to Richard Simner, and it's no surprise because that guy, he loves a good old chin wag, does Richard, is this incident here with a Fernando Acaloya from Astro Racing Cellular. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he was going up the top of the hill under the bridge and then... Okay, it looked like he lost it on the exit and put himself underneath. There was another one before that as well. Peter DeLarco, 46 in the LMP2. Under the bridge he goes, going down now. Oh, he's just gone into the pits. Okay, cool, fair one. So there we go. You are up to date of all the action. Ben Dutton from 505 is that to go into the pits. Ben Dutton from 505 is into the pits. Has been in the pits for about... Oh, he's on his way out. Jep's coming around the last corner. This could put them, you know, really close together if I'm not mistaken. There is Jep. The gap's coming down to 8 seconds. DCW could get 7 seconds. Second, because Ben Dutton has had to pit, and there is an incident over the top of turn 5. Tell him to be careful. The car in the middle of the track, and that is Kevin Hoymans, went off track on turn 5, over on the curb, spun it into, well, not the greatest angle I've just given you there as well, into the wall. But Kevin Hoymans has spun. But the gap now is 7 seconds. Hugo Predo has also gone into the pit. So we're looking at about a minute 2. So if Ben Dutton here can get a wriggle on, there's no reason he can't get that lap back, can he? Here we go, he's going up under the bridge now. Let's see how this one pans out as he goes across the line. I've got to wait for it all to settle down because obviously I've missed a lot of the action earlier on and my timing software could be a little bit crazy. Uh-oh. No, I suppose technically they are on target. 40 minutes in, 40 minutes to go. Richard Jepp is into the pits. So, and that should extend them where they shouldn't have to do a splash and dash at the end. So hopefully that was where they should come and get sorted out. But they're currently in third. They're going to lose a lot of places. They're a lot of time to 5:05 now. So yeah, unfortunately I got all excited for not a lot of reasons. But us during sim racing, Marco Zilla has got Platinum Racing Team Orange Stephen Bird in front of him. And he's got Mad Sim Sport Manuel Blubbers behind him. So let's see how this one pans out as these guys are be going down now into turn one. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to keep an eye on the waiting room just in case anybody else wants to come and say hello this late on. Tell me how your race has been. You can have a good old conversation and let me fill me in the details as we jump in last minute. And then PGZ Motorsport 119 just on 116.899. Wow. Well, if you're going to ever tell your team, your people that they're just not fast enough, have a speak to Jakub Kwiatkowski, because obviously he's just gone and done a 116.89, the fastest lap of the race. So there's a lot of people in. Daniel Webber's in. Dennis Penberg is in as well. Richard Jepp is back out and he's still in third place. He's now back to being a minute back. So there we go. So Richard Jepp is back out to being a minute off second place now. Right, Dennis Penberg is in as well. Marco Zilla from Austrian Sim Racers Cyan is there again. Now he was just a lot closer, but it just goes to show how much time he lost, because Platinum Racing Team Orange, they were down below about 9/10, and there's a guys Albert Priam, their driver off there, down the order. So Albert Priam has unfortunately taken a little bit of an excursion, and this is how he's managed to do it. Oh, that was a mix-up with his own team. That was a mix-up with Yannick Gerard from Rotary Industry Red. No, Gerard's went off track, look. Gerard's here. He's gone off track. Here's their team, the other DLR Orange. Gerard's come back in. He's hit it. Oh, that would explain why Albert Priam has had to come off, because of the fact that he nearly went up to the back end of his own teammate. Ruby Texera, Rai Texera has had an incident as well, coming into turn 5 on the exit, onto the curb, away he goes, still on the accelerator, and around he goes. So Rui Texera there has gone around. David Plasman has had another incident as well. Sapporo David Plasman there trying to find his feet. Now this is getting into the area, guys, where a lot of people are still spread out, and you know, not really a lot to show. So apart from all you might as well do really is give the video a big old thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to turn on them bells for notifications, because as I say, the action this week is going to be getting spicier and spicier on the JBB YouTube channel. So please make sure you are tuned in and ready to go, because you're not going to want to miss it. We've got ACC, we've got Radical Endurance on Sunday, ACC on Monday, and we've also got after that as well, we've got MX-5s, GT3s, Radicals on a Thursday. So there's a lot going on this week. So keep an eye out on the YouTube channel. Right, we're coming into the last 35 minutes. PGZ Motorsport 119 just on a 1:16.821 as the laps at the time is coming down. PGZ are going faster and faster and faster, and is currently leading the standings, of course, in first place, well, now the fastest man on the circuit. So there we go. Albert Priam is in the pits from DLR Rotary Industry Orange. I'm not quite sure which way they would look at that, really. All I know is the DLR guys do need to have a chat with themselves and say, well, you know, was there a lot he could have done about it first? Well, was there? Was there really a lot he could have done? No. Probably not. Miles, you're a busy bee. No, I am a busy bee. Yes, I am. You just see it, mate. I would show you my diary, but my diary's absolutely chocker. There we go. Never complaining, mind you, because obviously I love sitting here just talking about motorsport. That is just like my life sorted out in one go there. I could just sit here all day and chat about it. So, yeah, not really that worried about it. Albert Priam is in the pits. Louis Greg? Yeah, Greek. Sorry, used to be phonics there, you know. I've got to make sure you get your phonics right. Oh dear, Marcus Rimmer from Austrian Sim Racers Orange has got Yidi Brauer from Miniti Racing Team Black behind him at the moment. So Marcus Rimmer there as well in car number 187. So Marcus is a pro driver. He is currently, I'm going to say 10th overall, I want to think, because every number below that is 3. Where are they up to? It's 300, isn't it, I think, if I remember correctly. 100 to 299, so 300, 100 to 299. No, Niels Core in Chicane Online Racing Red. What car is Niels in? He's in a Merc. That's not who he used to drive for either, if I remember correctly. I'm sure Niels Cole used to be somebody I come across in another series, and he wasn't in that team. Pretty sure of that. Maybe I'm wrong. If anybody is here from Chicane Online Racing Red, let me know. But I'm sure, God blimey, am I sure that Niels Cole was not in that team. So there we go. Nearly into the last 30 minutes, guys. So there we go. Do you know what? Surprisingly, for the last 2 hours, that's absolutely flown by, hasn't it? You know what I mean? The last 2 hours has gone like an absolute banshee because well, it's been 2 hours. Yeah, near enough. All right. 35 minutes remaining here tonight in the PEC 4 hours of Road Atlanta. Now, guys, don't forget, because obviously, you know, there's a lot coming up here within this series as well. So we're going to go into the calendar. I'm going to have a quick look. We're at Road Atlanta. We've got 12 hours of Monza. Woo! And then we've got 6 hours of 12 hours of Monza on the 22nd of October. 22nd of October, as I frantically look for something. 22nd of October with the 12 hours of Monza. Now, that is going to be a long old time. 12 hours of Monza on the 22nd of October. Then we've got 6 hours of the Nürburgring on the 19th of November. 4 hours of Fuji on the 17th of December. And then the 10 hours of Road America. Ow! On the 14th of January. 10 hours of driving around Road America. Do you know what the thing is, right? I wouldn't even mind, but I don't mind the Road America circuit, but it's just so, like, I don't know, almost boring, like boring-esque, I think. You know, you got the marine sweep, you got that long start finish straight, and then a few squiggly corners in the middle. That's what I'm going to put it, but I'm sure people will tell me it's not like that at all. So there you go. Right, guys, don't forget to turn on the bells. Give the video a big old thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. You know, we've stepped in the last minute. At least we can got you out some airtime of your broadcast. Fuji to be 8-hour race instead of 4. Fuji's going to be 8 hours as well. Wow, 12 hours of Monza, 6 hours of Nürburgring, 8 hours of Fuji now, and 10 hours of Road America. Woof. That is going to be a long old time, that is. Just trying to have a look through the, see if I can find the GT Pro standings. Astro Racing are currently leading, I would have thought. Are they leading? GT3 Pros, yeah. Astro Racing Moderna are winning on 35 points in first. Chicane Online Racing Red in second. MRP in third. In the AM standings, Octopus Racing Team Black are leading from DSA Sylvan Motorsports in second. Well, they were. Unfortunately, Sylvan had just had another little bad influence. In the LMP2, DLR Rotary Industry White are winning with DCW in second, ATRS Esports in third, Bazinga Motorsports in fourth, Platinum Racing Team LMP2. Where is Loose Screw? Is all the way down in 15. That's 13 points behind DCW. What is the points? Because even if DCW finish in third and Loose Screw in first, right, 505 are down in 12th on 11 points. So surely the points difference isn't that big that DCW could actually go to the top. Is that not right? Hold on, I'm bringing up the rules and regs. I want to see where the point system is. And then I'm going to do some quick maths. All right, hold on. First in the 4 hours, 25 points, right? DCW are in third on 18. And according to their standings, DCW are on 28 plus their 18. 36. No, that's not right. 46, sorry. And then you've got Loose Screw on 15 plus their 25. So that's 40. DLR Rotary White are in 6th place. So 6th in a 4 hour gets you 15. 15, 35. Oh no, they're going to be second by 4 points, according to my quick maths. So it's going to be really close at the top of the timing tower, at the top of the standings by the end of this as well. Because I think the LMP2 board is going to get shuffled around a bit, being the fact that obviously these guys are so close. But, you know, as we go into the last 28 minutes, here today at Road Atlanta. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to get a drink. Right, guys, we are back here. So let's give you a quick rundown as best as I physically can here to see if I can get you into where you're at. So we've got Hugo Predo from Loose Screw Racing. Loose Screw Racing is currently in first place in the LMP2. So he's being chased down by Richard Dutton, who's 41 seconds back at the moment. So Dutton for 5:05 there. It's still the only car, I believe, on the lead lap. Richard Jep from DCW there is in third place. Kevin Hoymans is in fourth, and then Daniel Webber is in fifth. So there we go. So that sums up the LMP2's top 5. Now let me just change it as well, because I've just realised I haven't got them on team names. And then further down the order, Jakub Kwiatkowski from PGZ Motorsport is the leader of the GT3 Pros, with Juan Manuel Frias Gamers from Euromaster Esports in second, Benny Mosa from AVL Racetech in third, Carlos Barbosa in 4, and David Plasman in 5. Now, if I'm not mistaken, into the AMs we go, and your AM leader currently is, I believe, Norbert Windows from Austrian Sim Races Yellow. He is followed in second place by 30 marks, if I'm going by what the tower is telling me. I'm sure that is correct, you know. So Norbert Windows is in first in class. Tigsmerks in second, and then you got Christian Glermaster from Chris Racing in third. Then Rune Bubers from Trackside Esports Endurance Blue is in fourth, and then into below that you got Thomas Fisher from Chicane Online Racing Orange. So there you go. Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened there with the system itself, but it didn't like what it was doing. Right, so Ben Dutton 505, Hugo Preto, Loose Screw Racing. This is it, the final stretch, 25 minutes remaining. See what happens here and see how they get on. But if you are, guys, come and have a chat with me. You can see me in the Platinum Racing booth. I am in there if you want to come and say hello. I got EJ Fulner from ATRS Esports in the booth with me at the moment. EJ, how are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm good. Is this James?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, James.
How are you?
Thanks for thanks for stepping in on the broadcast. I know that was probably last minute notice for you.
It was very last minute, mate. So you're gonna have to fill me in on how your race is going because I'm, not up down with it. So how's it been?
Yeah, so we actually had a pretty rough start. We qualified up near the front, and I think lap 1 we got caught up and tied up with a car that spun coming out of the S's. And so we spun ourselves, and then we've been fighting our way back. I see we're back up to 8th now, and we've been fighting our way back. So
yeah, you got Dennis behind the wheel, wouldn't you, at the moment?
Yeah, Dennis is it. Yep, Dennis is in there now. James started for us, which is great.
So how are you? Can you go away from here and be satisfied with your race overall? Do you think?
Well, listen, we're racing for the championship. And we want to do as well as we can every race. So we want to try to fight back and finish this one strong, and then look ahead to the next race.
Well, yeah, I think that's important at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yep.
Trying to score as many points.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we're here for the long haul. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're third in the championship at the moment, and you're on for another 13 points. So that will put you on 38. So that's 12 behind the leader, who will be on 50, which will be DLR Rotary. And then you got DCW will be going in on 46, I believe. And then,
that sounds right.
Yeah, and I think you guys will be coming in on 38 after this round. Now, don't get me wrong, that is just quick maths and me scribbling it on a piece of paper. So
I'm impressed. I'm impressed stepping in like that and getting that well. That's great.
Well, I can't necessarily say they're going to be right, EJ. We're just hoping that they are.
Well, listen, the race isn't over yet either, so we still got 20 minutes. So fingers crossed that we make up another spot or two, and we'll go from there. Yeah,
he's got 36 seconds to Bruno Pereira from Digital. Currently, last lap time is 1:10.40 for Dennis, 1:11.40 for Digital. So you're about 1.1 seconds quicker, but you got 36 seconds gap. And you've only got about 23 minutes. 23
minutes, yeah. I'm not sure about pit strategy, if we're on or if we're on the same strategy as those guys. So, we just have our fingers crossed. We're watching the race, hoping that at least we stay here. If we improve, even better.
Well, at the end of the day, you're walking away with points.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the most important thing.
Do you know what I mean? There's teams in here that got caught up in the big old accident at the beginning and are walking away with nothing. At least you're walking away with something.
Yep, that's for sure.
That's the way I look at it. But EJ, thank you very much for joining me, and good luck to you guys.